Hello, thanks for joining Junction City today. I am your host, Craig Bielik, and my guests today are from the Chamber Orchestra Ogden. And this is going to be a fun show because we're going to talk about the Red Dress Concert, which is coming up on January 26th. The Perry's Egyptian Theater. Got to make sure I get that right.
Yeah.
7:30 p.m. with the Chamber Orchestra Ogden. And that's a lot of people, but we actually only have two of them here today. We have Michael Palumbo, who is director, conductor. What exactly is your title, Mike?
Music director.
Music director. Yeah. And our guest today also, Karen Hastings, right here, who plays the oboe in the Chamber Orchestra Ogden. This is an oboe, by the way.
Just in case you didn't know.
Just in case you didn't know. Just in case you didn't know. And we're going to talk about this concert. Right behind us is a picture from last year's concert, I believe, coming up. So first off, Mike, give me like a brief idea of what Chamber Orchestra Ogden is.
Sure. Chamber Orchestra Ogden is a collaboration of many musicians in the city and some people who are a little bit farther away from Ogden. It's a semi-professional orchestra. We think of ourselves as a community orchestra, but the musicians are paid. And it's
and the musicians are top notch. I mean,
they really are.
I've seen you guys perform many times, and I've been to other cities and seen other orchestras and that sort of thing, and they've got nothing on you. I mean, nothing as far as I can tell. Anyway, right? Especially you, Karen. Right? Karen, how long have you been with these guys?
Oh, I've been playing probably with the group about 5 years now.
Really?
And I've been playing principal for about 2 or 3 years now.
Playing principal? What's that?
So I came in playing second because I needed a second player.
Oh, okay.
And when the principal, who plays the first and all the solos and fun stuff, she moved out of the state, and I inherited the role. And
you had to move on up.
So I moved up,
because she moved out of the state. There was no foul play involved, was there? I mean, nothing happened to her.
No, I was very sad when she left. She was awesome. She was so fun to be with. But
well, that's great.
Life moves on.
I want to talk more about you and what you play and hear a little bit and everything like that. Okay. But I also want to talk about the Red Dress Concert, because this is something sponsored by Ogden Regional Medical Center, among other sponsors. There are other sponsors, and you can find them on this website right here. Boom! Look at that magic. Just like that. You can find all that information on there. But the Red Dress Concert is something that the hospital sponsors to bring awareness to heart issues. And we try to do it in February, but sometimes it doesn't quite line up. And so this year it's going to be in January, which is close enough. Close enough on that. And you have a great program lined up for us this year.
We do, yes. We're going to open the concert with Karen.
Oh, with Karen? Okay.
Yeah, get it over with.
Not a way to sell it, Karen. Way to sell it. Yeah, we're going to
I need to get it over with.
There goes that concert. Karen's going to play the first movement of the Mozart oboe concerto in C.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the big oboe piece. Yeah, everybody learns it, and it's on all the major auditions, and this is fun to actually learn more than just the exposition.
Okay.
Learn the rest of it, and not just the audition part of it.
Okay, then what happens?
Then we'll move on. We have two soloists on this concert. Elisa Krebs, who's our assistant concertmaster with the orchestra, is going to play the Introduction and Rondo Capriccioso by Camille Saint-Saëns. And then when that's finished up, we'll finish the concert with Mendelssohn's Symphony No. 3, the Scotch Symphony. It has nothing to do with the drinking of the Scotch. I don't think, of course, it's hard to say, I wasn't there. But I think it's probably more to do with his impressions of his travels to Scotland, and it's a very powerful piece of music.
Okay.
And one of my very favorite symphonies. I haven't done it for years. I thought, time to pull this out and do it again.
Time to do it.
Yep.
Okay, now if you're watching out there and some of these words are scaring you, okay, Mendelssohn, Symphony, Overture, whatever, what you really need to know is this is a good time. This is really, really a fun thing that you want to come and see. I've never had anybody through any of these concerts come up to me and tell me, oh, that wasn't good. I didn't like that. Everybody always says this is wonderful. And it's palatable and very enjoyable. I think they're all going to like it, right?
Yeah,
we try to keep the concerts fairly short. They run about an hour and 15 minutes. Okay. By the time we get people on and off stage and so on like that. So it's relatively short. There's no intermission.
Yep.
And that
Just short
that
breaks,
helps keep
usually.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
Short break, where the hospital's going to talk about a couple
Yes,
little tips on
absolutely.
keeping your heart healthy and other things. But Karen keeps having to wet her reed.
Re-wet, yeah.
Is that the
You're
proper
talking too
term?
much, yeah.
I'm talking too much. Yeah. Trust me. That's the number one thing I hear about this show. Craig talks too much. And we didn't ask Karen to bring her oboe on here so that she'd have something to hold. We actually wanted her to play it. And so you're going to play a little bit, and are you going to play something from this concert?
I was going to play the opening phrase
Okay.
from the concerto, if that's okay.
It's way okay.
We'll see how it goes.
It is way okay. I'd hate to waste spit.
Oh, yeah, so I don't have to keep re-wetting. Yeah.
So go ahead and play what you'd like.
Okay.
Ready? Wow, Karen. Wow. Can you hear
have
the
that part
applause?
memorized.
People out there on TV land are clapping
Right.
right now. You've been doing this for a while, obviously.
Yeah.
How long
About,
you played?
20 years now. Yeah.
20 years, really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Why did you choose oboe?
I started on flute, actually. And my mom was a flute player. And she knew that there was always too many flute players.
So mom had a couple of flutes laying around the house.
No, she kind of quit playing because she got burned out. Because she, it's really competitive to be a flute player. And so she knew to direct me
I actually
towards...
didn't know that at all. I had no idea it was competitive to be a flute player, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. And so there's not nearly as many oboe players as there are flute players. And so I've had tons and tons of opportunities being able to play oboe. It's lots of fun because I get to work on my own reeds and I basically make my own voice. I have this whole selection here.
Oh, you make these?
Yeah, I make all those.
So what are they made out of?
Yeah,
What is?
it's a type of cane, like a bamboo cane,
Yeah?
a very specific type. And they harvest them mainly in France, but other places as well. And they're in these big, thick tubes, and we process them down to these paper-thin
Wow.
pieces of vibrating sheet together.
I just had no clue. I had no clue. I thought you went to
So
the
it's
reed store or someplace. I'm sure there's
well,
like
they do, but
you get them at Walmart, aisle 12, or I don't know. I honestly don't know.
It's not a pleasant sight when you have a student that brings in a
Fiber cane reed.
Yeah.
Right?
And you do teach also,
So I do
correct?
teach, yeah.
Right.
And so I teach my students not only to play, they also learn to make their reeds.
You learn to make their own reeds. Wow, this is
Yeah, so I've been doing that for about 20 years, and
interesting.
it's fun. I get to work with my hands a lot.
This is interesting. This is interesting. Now, you're going to hear a whole lot more of Karen and a bunch of other stuff if you come to the Red Dress Concert on January 26th at Perry's Egyptian Theater, right in downtown Ogden. Beautiful place. If you've never been there, you
Love
should
it.
come just to see the venue,
Oh,
if
it's
nothing else.
beautiful. Yeah.
It's a great place for sound, I
It
understand,
is. It
too.
really is, yes.
Right? And you guys have a very good time and a very good show all lined up. So there's no reason why you shouldn't come to the Red Dress Concert on January 26th. And you will break Karen's heart if you don't.
Oh,
She'll sit home
I'll be
and go,
wearing red.
I made all these reeds for nothing.
Yes.
All of that kind of stuff. My guest today, Karen Hastings, right here, oboe player with Chamber Orchestra Ogden, and Michael Palumbo, who is, oh gosh, I've forgotten already, director.
Music director, conductor, general flunky. I go by a lot of
All that
different
kind of
names.
stuff. But you do the conducting. You're the person
I
who stands up.
I do the conducting,
Yes.
most of it anyway.
We're
yeah.
supposed to follow him.
You are supposed to follow him, yeah.
I kind of sit there behind my stand and
They-
do my own thing.
She's an oboe player, she's a reed
He has
maker,
to yell at
and
me
most of
sometimes.
all, she's a rebel.
Yes.
No one's telling me how to
Yes.
play the
That's
oboe.
right.
That's right.
But truth be told, a good orchestra such as Chamber Orchestra Ogden, for the most part, doesn't really need somebody to stand up in front and wave a baton at them and tell them when to come in, because if I drop over dead, they're going to finish the piece before they drag me off the stage.
Yeah.
They don't
Make it
need me
happen.
that much.
Really?
I don't want to let them know that too much because,
Yeah,
I like
I was
doing
going to
it.
say, way to sell yourself too, there, Mike. You really,
But a
really
good
done a good job.
orchestra the better the orchestra, the less they really need a conductor.
Wow.
But
to
it's
handle
nice to have
performances.
someone to fall back on.
Sure.
Yeah, and someone to blame if it goes wrong.
Yeah.
My conductor missed my cue.
Absolutely the best part. Well, we hope to see you at the annual Red Dress Concert on January 26th. I'm your host, Craig Bielik. This is Junction City Today. Michael Palumbo, Karen Hastings, thank you so much for joining us. And we hope all of you will tune in again. And by heavens, come to the Red Dress Concert. We really want you there. Thanks for
Please.
watching.